Hey guys, it's James. I wanted to give you a quick rundown of what I think are two of the better PvE builds for the Hunter, for Gunslinger, Blade Dancer. You can see I've got some pretty nice gear. I've been playing a lot. Obviously the weapons here are going to be interchangeable, but let's start with Gunslinger. So armor, I go really heavy on armor. You don't really need that much recovery in PvE, and agility really helps for the run speed, but Incendiary Grenade, I prefer this if I'm going to be playing a gunslinger because it does a lot of explosive damage. It hits a lot of people. Double jump for triple jump. I don't like missing jumps. Golden gun, use combustion. This does massive splash damage. It's very useful when you have to take off shields. Incendiary blade. I don't use my throwing knife that much, but when I do, it's nice to have that extra fire damage and for it to burn. Path Forgotten, gotta have the speed. Gunslinger's Trance, massive stability. You basically have no recoil. Then Way of the Fearless and Chain of Woe. Chain of Woe is huge for the reloads. You gotta hit those headshots though. So, not as good for shotguns. I've said this before in a previous video, but a caveat with the throwing knife is that fastball, if you have the Dustwalker or anything like that, does not affect throwing knives. It only affects grenades, so you will have to learn two different arcs when you're throwing and adjust the height accordingly, and it's really annoying, but you really got to do it. Moving on to Blade Dancer. Blade Dancer, I go even heavier on armor, slower on agility. Arc Bolt Grenade, fantastic for stripping shields on knights and other lightning sources. Hits 2 targets. Higher jump, again, don't miss a jump. Showstopper, if you are going all out, now this is not going to work very well on higher difficulties, I will concede that. For higher difficulties, you're going to want Vanish for multiple reasons, because you might even actually end up using Vanish to revive your teammates. Blink Strike, Escape Artist, definitely. If something's meleeing you, you need to get out. Path Unknown, Battle Recovery and Toughness. That's the only recovery one I take. Shadowjack, like I said in my previous video, the duration is significantly increased when you have Shadowjack. You can take Fleet-Footed if you like to run and slide and res people and all that. But Shadowjack and Blink Strike and Stalker, that's a no-brainer for me. I don't melee that much in PvE. Stalker, if you haven't used it, there is a cooldown. I said this before, I'll say it again. As soon as the stealth goes, the buff starts to count down. You get however long, but there's about 10 seconds after the stealth ends, you can't stealth again. So if you sit here, you're going to get killed. And now the stealth comes back. So be aware of that. I wish they would document that somewhere. They really need to. But look at how long the stealth lasts when you have Shadowjack. It's incredible. Plenty of time to run around, pick up fallen teammates. Mask of the Third Man will help with Blade Dancer. It uses less energy. Again, you don't really want to be meleeing, but if you have to, if that's all the lightning damage you have, you get stuck in a bad situation, you can. And Fusion is great, especially if you're with Titans. They're going to have tons of orbs. Just run over and pick one up. Not only does it charge your super, but you get more health back. That's really the only reason I say this helmet is viable with a gunslinger. I haven't used Hungering Blade, but I'm gonna bet you don't want to melee stuff on high level. I know you don't. You'll get killed. So if you like it, don't like it, want to raid with me tomorrow, let me know in the comments.